Hello, hi guys, welcome to the Philosophy 101 show. I'm your host Chris Kamwangi, and this evening I'm going to speak about the mysteries of existence. So, scriptures teaches that though finite, every person bears God's image and has the ability to choose and effect change. As image bearers, we are, in our limited space and time, creators. God is not the source of evil unless source is used in the limited sense of God being the source of humans who were created with the ability to choose evil, like the NPCs, the non-players characters there. They were born to with the ability to choose evil. Yeah, just to trigger you. So we are a true cause in the chain of cause and effect. How do we exercise the choices? Where does the choice come from? So these are the questions that we are going to get deep into. And today, I watched this movie called Lucy. This is my second time watching this movie. I watched it last year, and I can't wait to watch the Lucy Part 2. In this movie, if you haven't watched it yet, it speaks about the existence, our existence, and the knowledge of who we are and what we can do, the abilities that we have, spiritual abilities like telekinesis, telepathy, teleportation, all spiritual gifts. And I'm going to check on how do we exercise the choices that we have to create as human beings. So something, it may actually be a physical process not yet discerned by science, that fosters the ability to non-determined choices. These are the things that you experience, but you don't want to go through these experiences. In other words, we could call them the epigenetics genes. The program of your forefathers, ancestors, are still you're running. And in this movie, by the way, they spoke that human beings, we normally use the 10% of our brain, and in this 10%, we have evolved to a point where they are, we can make technology, like the aircrafts, the phones, everything with the 10% of our brain. So think about using 20%, 30% of your brain as a human being. What can you do on this planet? And Lucy, I go back to the movie. Lucy, when she was 30%, 40%, she could do, she could manipulate matter, like move bodies, elevate bodies. She could know, she could sense frequencies and vibrations. uh, she could remember, or memories, she could remember when she was a kid, when she was breastfeeding, even the taste of her mama's milk. And she could feel even the way her bones formed in the body. So you can see how the brain can function if you're using more than the 10% that we normally use. And there are these people who are like superhuman, yeah, especially in this new age. The children that are being born are born with abilities that have the telekinesis and yeah, super telepathies and psychic abilities. I know we all have psychic abilities, but not all of us do practice these abilities. And or you do, but unconsciously you don't even know that you're practicing the psychic abilities. But there's this higher level that you can tell. You can do prophecy also. You can also feel a vibration and teleport. That's my favorite. Teleportation, can fly. And when she was 100%, she was everywhere. You become God, but because you are God initially, you come from the source. So as a human being, we are limited like the animals, but dolphins do use more than 10% of the brain. Yeah, the dolphins do use, is it 20 or what did the movie, is it 20 or 30%, whatever, but it uses more than the human beings. It's more intelligent than the human beings. It's just that it's an animal, but it's more intelligent. It uses the thing is with human beings is that we are stuck in, most of human beings are stuck in the survival, flight, a survival mode, instead of being, just being. When you're just being, you listen from the source, and you get to use higher percentage. You know, when your soul is growing, when you use your brain capacity to a level that is more than other human beings, you educate your soul, and your spiritual self gets to merge with your brain, and you get to do these superhuman things, you can say. Yeah, supernatural, not human. Supernatural. You get to have these abilities. Each one of us have each one of us have spiritual gifts, and they lay dormant until you come to the realization or the awareness that you are a spiritual being, and you activate the spiritual abilities in you, the inner man. When you activate the inner man, then you get to do this higher level spiritual abilities. Yeah, so I think I'm talking too much. Let me follow my script. My notes here. So how do we understand it in light of the chemistry of the brain and the laws of nature? So think it may actually be a physical process, but it's not a physical process, not yet. It's not yet discerned by science. That fosters the ability to make non-determined choices. So these non-determined choices are not discerned by science yet. Like I said, the thing with human beings is lack of faith, and the limiting beliefs do keep human beings at a lower level, like they don't evolve to whom they are supposed to be. Yeah. So the Apostle John had a revelation while on the island of Patmos, and the revelation included letters written to 7 churches, including the church in the Asia Minor town of Laodicea. The letter speaks of the works of the church, and these were not predetermined actions. Yeah, they were choices made by the church that were not aligned with God's will. And the scripture says, I know your works, you are neither cold nor hot. The nature of human beings. All that you are either cold or hot. That is in Revelation 3:15. Yeah, the choices being made were deliberate and optional. They were deliberate and optional. The people could choose, behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in to him and eat with him, and he with me. That is Revelation 3:20. So how do we exercise these choices? Where does the choice come from? How do we understand in the light of chemistry of the brain and the laws of nature? That's all for today. You can see I'm getting so hot, starting to sweat because of the light. I will come back next time with the part 2 of the mysteries of our existence. Have a lovely evening, and see you next time.